Hey folks, Adam here, and welcome to the GameX review of Song of the Deep by Insomniac Games. If this name resonates in you as familiar, it may be because you played Ratchet & Clank, as Insomniac Games is its creator. But let's not get too off topic here with the glam and fam, because Song of the Deep is no third place when it comes to memorable games by the company. In fact, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and easily would place it in my highly recommended list. The following are the reasons why I feel it's a worthwhile pickup. It's Irish. Sold! Nah, there's more to it than that. But that should be more than enough reason for you to love it. What I mean when I say that it's Irish is that it's narrated by an Irish voice actress and told in a colloquial tone. The story follows Merrin, this little Irish ball of cuteness, who lives with her fisherman father. He instills in her stories of his adventures that he claims to have had out on the vast ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. You know, the best ocean. Naturally, Merrin didn't believe in them, but loved hearing them nonetheless. However, one day her father goes out to sea. I broke the toilet! But as Merrin stays up all night waiting for his return, he never does. After vivid dreams showing her father being dragged to the depths, Merrin wakes up and builds her own submarine. From there, she heads out into the Atlantic Ocean in search for her father. Now the game begins. Immediately at the start, what jumped out to me was the artistic design of the game. It's fresh, it's serene, it's cute. Every now and then the narrator explains excerpts from the father's story to explain what you were seeing, and it lended such a storytale atmosphere to the game. The multiple original scores composed by Jonathan Wandag had me drift off several times, completely not paying attention to where I was going and having me backtrack on myself to find out where I was in relation to advancement. Just as a reference to what I mean, the song playing in this review is just one of many ear candy pieces to the game. The controls are straightforward enough. This game is available on PS4, Xbox One and PC. For PC, I can say anyway, they're simple and reactive. No sluggish inputs here, which is good because the game does follow water physics in the sense that if you go forward and want to immediately turn around, there's a little delay because you're technically still propelling forwards. Picking up coins and other shiny objects acts as a currency to upgrade your sub. You purchase these upgrades off a hermit crab. Oh. You also have a magnetic hook which can be used to interact with objects and levers in the world as well as attacking enemies, which can also be upgraded by the adorable hermit crab. Enemies range from jellyfish that you can combat with lights to cannons that shoot missiles at you. The varying types of enemies and how to combat them are so rewarding. You can either use just the claw to attack them or throw a picked up object at them. On top of enemy AI, there's also environmental hazards, rushing underwater currents, spike pillar traps, and these funky things. It's actually really cool because these tentacle guys only move when this fish passes through them because apparently he smells or something. But you just piggyback off these guys to move forward. It's so cute! Song of the Deep doesn't want to let you forget that this is an even more imaginative adventure. Again, the narrator will come forward to explain something you weren't even looking at. Be it off in the distance or just some foreground obstacle you didn't even take the time to stop and look at. This is actually a super clever and deliberate decision by Insomniac. Most games nowadays build their terrains and surroundings with imaginative and stark artistic design, which is great. And yes, it can be beautiful. But most of us have become numb as to the curiosity of the landscape. Why did the sea folk abandon these houses? Who used this diving bell? Are they still alive? And so much more. I wouldn't even have thought or spent more than 2 seconds trying to think of these points, but because they were brought up via the narrator, suddenly you do start thinking, and it brings you deeper into the game. Not to mention watching Merrin's expressions when she finds something or sees a mermaid. You are so cute!
Before she turned to go, Merrin asked the Merrow her name. "Call me Cara," she said. "Another girl once called me that, years ago."
Oh my god. Dude, that's actually Irish for friend. This game, dude, please! This game just gives you that awe factor of a well-woven tale, that yearning for adventure and to strike out into a brave unknown for reasons only you can understand. Yes, maybe the game has me suckling off it because of its distinct Irish cultural references, but the Irish were known for our stories, our ability to capture people's minds and hearts in a fictitious story. At least we used to. And that's what this game captures flawlessly, an engaging story of imagination and fantasy that's executed perfectly through the game's mechanics and objectives. I want this game for my own personal collection, and I'm sorry if for this review I seem to get more caught up in the story element than the game itself, but if anything, that goes to show how just dead on the gameplay was. It was nothing amazing, but it wasn't lacking anything. It was just right, and because of that it gave the proper respect to the lore telling aspect of the game. For €15 or your country's equivalent, the adventure you get out of this is more than worth it. If you're the kind of player who seeks thrilling gameplay explicitly, I'm not going to say you'll be disappointed because it is good, but don't be upset with me if you didn't think it was as up to par for where I had it. Thanks for watching this review, guys. I know it was a little bit different from my usual angry rants, I guess, but this game was just such a beautiful break from that. If you'd like to see more reviews similar to this one, you can click this here box right here, and if you'd like to subscribe for more daily uploads, you can click right here. GameX.io is now in alpha, a game recommendation website unlike any other, and if you're enthusiastic about games and want to find ones that you can personally enjoy, give it a look and sign up totally for free. Love, 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 love.